itchy again. So, today was cardio day as I'm making this entry. It was quite lovely when, I think in the middle of my jog, I started to get a bit of tightness at the front of my core. I wouldn't say it was deep, it was just kind of on the surface a little bit. But yeah, that's usually a telltale sign that Mother Nature is going to pay my monthly visit. So I'm like, okay, sure, I'm fine with that. Yeah. All I wanted to do today was not give a damn about being busy, not give a damn about being productive. My ass. Productive my ass. So, yeah, that's my little message to anybody who made me feel like I had zero work ethic. So, but yeah, not to be vindictive or anything like that. Sorry, itchy still. But yeah, just saying, just for the sake of expressing my feelings. I don't really care if they know how I feel, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, off topic. But getting back on topic, just decided, you know what? I want to focus on having fun. I mean, as I'm recording this entry, it is a Friday. And I basically started off my day listening to a playlist of my favorite boys. So that includes Babyface, Gorillaz. Well, make an exception for Noodle though, because Noodle is a queen. And then, but yeah, I'm more specifically referring to the voice behind 2D, Damon, and Craig David, and Daly, Daley. Amazing writers and singers. Yeah, and I don't know. I was just listening to them just with the intention of relaxing, and then before I knew it, I ended up being in a bit of a party mode, which I'm not complaining about. I did not know that I needed to be in party mode, so I want to thank those 4 boys for helping to accomplish that, even though I didn't know that I needed it. So there's that. Then I decided, okay, so this was while I was having breakfast, and then I was getting myself in the mood to simp again, obviously. Y'all know who I'm simping. So I watched a full Christmas movie, even though as I'm recording this, it's way too early to be the Christmas season, but it's still snowing outside. I mean, I have an excuse, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just a little tangent. I don't want to get too deep into it because I kind of want to save some future entries for movie reviews and that kind of thing. But yeah, I found it super cool how they made a shout out to, I would say 2 of the leading stars in this Christmas movie that I saw. I think it's specifically called Buttons, A Christmas Miracle. And basically what they were doing was, yeah, it wasn't really a shout out, but what they did in the movie was they did at least 2 cross references from from 2 of the leading stars' careers. So I really do strongly believe that they tried to create scenes from those 2 stars' previous work, and I just thought it was so sweet and sentimental that they paid attention to details like that, and I just great. Yeah, and they did it in a really tasteful way. It wasn't a product placement, advertising forced down your throat kind of feeling. It was just, oh, if you notice this little touch that we did, that means that means we put those details for you. You're the true fan and that kind of thing. Or you're the true fans. We put these details in this movie for you. It had that kind of feeling to it. And I was just like, thank you. Would you like to see my son again? Let's bring Humphrey back into this, shall we? Because why not? Here he is, the little man of the hour. Yes. Yeah, he sleeps beside me with his best friend, Romeo the elephant, and of course, Romeo's wife, Juliet, is there, and they have a daughter named Lily. I should give proper introduction to the elephant family. Yeah, sometime soon. I named their family Morneau after, I would say, mentor slash high school teacher, Mr. Morneau. He specifically taught me French. You could probably tell by the last name. I hope he's doing well. I love him so much. I've been thinking about him. I don't know if he would ever come across this, but yeah, if he does, oh, sir, you're so loved. I hope you're having fun with your granddaughter and your daughter and the missus, or the madame, if you will. Yeah, I just hope he's really happy and he's really safe, and of course healthy, because global panic and you never know what's being put out there, if you know what I mean. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. No, we are not. No, we are not, are we? No. He's raising his hands like, no, baby, we ain't got time. That's right, baby, we ain't got time. No. Because our friends here already know what we're talking about. We already know our friends in the Lighthouse Diary aren't stupid. Y'all ain't stupid. You ain't stupid. So we don't even have to go into the detail. So, yeah, and after that lovely Christmas movie, again, I gotta save the details for later because I want to give each movie that I've seen their own individual attention. I also saw the beginning of the Harvey Girls, starring Judy Garland, and of course her vocals were impeccable, as always. But yeah, not gonna get too deep into that just yet. However, something did come to mind today. It's totally unrelated to the Harvey Girls, but when it was Christmas season 2020, I decided to watch the Judy Garland Christmas show. Finally, I think I had some knowledge of its existence, but it just didn't arrive to my YouTube recommendations until, Christmas 2020, so it seemed appropriate. Well, Christmas season 2020, so I just figured, okay, it's being recommended to me, it's available on YouTube, I'm gonna watch it, obviously. And yes, I enjoyed it. But yeah, obviously, what stood out to me, besides the creepy Santas in that Christmas special, was Judy singing to her youngest children. Yeah, at the conclusion of the Christmas special. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. However, I do recommend that you see it anyway. Yeah, just for entertainment purposes. Even if you're not a big Christmas person, I feel you would still enjoy it. Yeah, and I've always enjoyed The Wizard of Oz, and for like a good second. I think when I was 7, for some reason I couldn't stop thinking about that movie. So I would try to make fan art. Yeah, at that age, it got apparently I was semi obsessed. I wouldn't say obsessed, but very preoccupied to the point that I would get asked at home, why are you thinking about the Wizard of Oz so much? And I couldn't quite understand why. But yeah, there's just, went from one tangent to another tangent, and then we're gonna have to pull the reins. But basically, yeah, when I was 7, I think I was just so drawn to the mythos of it. It's just so bizarre. How can you not be fascinated by it, right? I mean, it's clearly one of those epics that you experience in your childhood, so it kind of just sticks out. And yeah, I guess at 7 years old, I might have felt that I was, I guess, starting to explore a different part of my inner world, if that's what it is. I don't know, it's just my theory looking back. But yeah, I'm gonna pull the reins on that tangent and go back to the tangent that I was talking about. So yeah, at the outro, the conclusion of the Judy Garland Christmas show, Judy was singing to her youngest children, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And I don't know why, but as much as I enjoyed her, most known performance of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, aka, when she was in The Wizard of Oz, as much as I have loved that, for as long as I can remember, I couldn't help but enjoy her performance of Somewhere Over the Rainbow to her children. I enjoyed it even more than the original for some reason. I don't know why, but I did. I guess the fact that she was singing it for her children and that her children were asking her specifically to sing it to them before going to bed. I don't know. I guess it just added a new layer to it, maybe. But yeah, there's just, I don't know, something. But yeah, definitely, please do check out the Judy Garland Christmas show. And I feel if you were to watch the ending specifically, you will know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know. And then, okay, gonna bring the reins from that tangent. So, before that, I was talking about the Harvey girls. Where did I stop? I think it was just about 30 to 40 minutes into the movie, so I'm not even halfway done. So I'm gonna pick up where I left off, and once I'm done with that movie, I look forward to making plans, talking about that movie as well, but obviously there's going to be tons before that. So, yeah, I'm not going to review Angie movies in chronological order. I'm looking forward to reviewing them in the order that I saw them, well, as closely as I possibly can remember, because, yeah, I've just been going crazy consumer mode in terms of her content, so you already know what it is. So, and then after watching 30 to 40-ish minutes of the Harvey Girls, I decided to watch the crossover episode from Magnum PI. I've never watched Magnum PI before, but I felt intrigued to see the full episode because obviously Pushing Up Roses, shout out to her. This binge would never have happened if she didn't help me realize that I'm head over heels for Miss Angie. So shout outs to you, girl. Hope you're doing well, obviously, and yeah, stay amazing and badass and wonderful and hilarious and gorgeous and just brilliant. Just keep that isness about you going, my dear. Yeah, that's what I saw today. The Magnum PI crossover. I think it was called, oh yeah, it was called Novel Connection. Of course, because he has a gorgeous novelist guesting on the show. Yeah, specifically, written in the credits, special guest star, of course. You know, Angie was gonna be that. Well, is that special guest star, right? Wow. Well, obviously, of course, Magnum PI, it's obvious that, you know, Tom Selleck is going to have the most screen time, just duh, as Tom Selleck. This is his show, Magnum PI, so, you know. And, yeah, and then I think it was almost at the halfway point. I think it was almost at the halfway point of this crossover that we finally get to see the sensational, stunning J.B. Fletcher. And I was just cuddling my blanket the way that I'm cuddling Humphrey right now. Just like, oh my god. Yeah, maybe I should do a separate review just for that crossover. However, I feel it would make more sense, unlike how Pushing Up Roses did her review, where, you know, she separated her review for the Murder She Wrote side of the crossover, and then did another episode for the Magnum PI side of the crossover. I don't know. I'm hoping that I can come across the Murder She Wrote side of the crossover so that I can have a full story to analyze or just comment on opinions and that kind of thing, because just treat it as a movie, those two together, because why not? Why the heck not? And then and then after that I felt tired from wearing my Fletcher goggles, as I like to call them. When it comes to reading from afar, the goggles be pretty thick, but when it comes to immediate distances around me, my vision is pretty alright. I would say, thanks to free online meditation stuff, I'm less likely to have pain, and I feel the blurriness clears up a little bit more from my eyes when I'm using those meditations. Yeah, I'm starting to see results. Say, for example, I'm getting back to being able to see the kitchen digital clock from another room, well, aka the dining room, because obviously, of course, they would be near each other, right? Yeah, it may not be a huge feat for you, probably, but it's kind of a big deal to me because I haven't had perfect vision for most of my life now. Yeah, I think the last time that I can remember having probably pretty clear vision was when I was 10 years old. So yeah, quite a fraction of my life, my eyes, well, in terms of distance, gradually became blurrier and blurrier and blurrier. And I think thanks to getting education about eye care and the Bates method, which basically has helped me to see more comfortably. Maybe not perfectly, but comfort does help. And I know this sounds super, super strange, but I noticed that my mood also affects my vision as well. So, say for example, if I'm feeling really, really bad, chances are I'm not going to have a good vision day that day. But if I'm feeling really great, chances are my vision would be pretty decent, to be completely honest with you. So reading from afar would be a lot easier on those days. I know it sounds super weird, but I mean, obviously I'm no doctor, but it seems to be working for me. And I've been using on my vintage phone. Shout out to my darling friend who made a shout out to my trusty old phone, as it were. Yeah, on the trusty old phone, I still have a very specific blue light filter app. But what's super cool about it is that it's not just a blue filter app, it also has reminders of when to do eye exercises and that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't set the reminders, it's just built in there, and I'm grateful for them. I mean, there are times where it's annoying, but I just force myself to do it anyway because, comfortable vision is better than painful vision, so why not? So, yeah, the exercise include massaging my temples for about a minute, practicing near and far focusing, and, yeah, a distance that's not so near but not so far either, like in between. So, but I adjust that accordingly, depending on what room I'm in. But yeah, basically the distance interval would be 10 inches. I try to do 12 inches though, and then 5 to 10 feet away, and then 10 to I think it would be 10 or 15 to 20 feet away, but I try to be an overachiever and try to focus on something that's frankly twice as far as 20 feet. So 40 feet and beyond, I know I'm feeling like a geener with that specific exercise. And then the other exercise is blinking, or sometimes I just pat my eyelashes for about a minute straight. And then the other one is simply keeping your eyes closed for a minute long. And yeah, those are the 4 eye exercises from that app. I tried to find it for Louise Jr., this device that I'm speaking to you through. But yeah, I couldn't find that specific app, unfortunately, so Here's hoping that I have the trusty old phone long enough until I could find something similar on Louise Jr. That's not just a blue light filter, but also has reminders for eye exercises. But if not, I guess I'll just have to make a set schedule for those eye exercises and force myself to stick to it. So I guess that'll be an alternative. And so yeah, well yeah, after, using my Fletcher goggles, I should show you my Fletcher goggles later, for, yeah, I'd say about 2 hours-ish. Of course my eyes would be tired, right? So then I decided to take a nap, and after my nap, I had dinner, and then eventually I had my lovely cardio session with my meditation music and one of my favorite spiritual creators on YouTube right now, so it has been very fun. So yeah, going forward, at least for February, I'm going to take a break from studying and I guess focus more on being creative, because why not? Having fun is super important, particularly, passion projects. And surprise parties. Like when I was trying to just relax before going into my movie watching mode, because I'm not a natural movie watcher, but then I just ended up really getting into the tunes and got carried away with Babyface and Gorillaz and Craig David and Daly, but for very positive reasons. That's how today was like. Gonna get ready for bed with this little lovely gentleman here. As usual, it was lovely hanging out with you, my darling friend. And until next time, stay safe, stay cozy, stay sincere to your gorgeous ass self. And last but not least, can I hit that note? I was not expecting vibrato to be involved, but the vibrato just got involved, so you know what? I'm not even gonna complain. So. Mm-hmm.